Hello. How are you guys? It's Tony Rodriguez here. Gosh, what time is it? It's like 9 o'clock, a little past 9 o'clock. You know I'm going to throw in a Facebook Live before I go. Night-night. Anyway, it's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. Thursday's been a crazy day. I just wanted to share some things with you today that maybe will inspire you, fuel for you, okay? So before I talk about what I did today, because I had a really great day, but before I talk to you about it, every morning I go to 24 Hour Fitness here in the Woodlands. I get on the treadmill. Hey Bill, how are you today? I get on the treadmill, and during my warm-up, I talk to my sister. I have one sister in Houston. She's in Clear Lake. And we just talk about stuff that's going on. Hey Jesse. Hey John. Hey John, I need to talk to you. He's a fellow Century 21 realtor. So DM me when this is over, because I have some questions about construction for you. Anyway, so I'm on the treadmill in the morning doing my warm-up before I take off running. I'm kind of babying an injury, so I'm on the phone with my sister. Marisa, if you're out there watching me. Hey George, how are you today? Or evening, right? The day's almost done. But listen to this. So I'm telling her this story about, we talk about nutrition, we talk about working out, we talk about just all kinds of things, aging, what to eat, what not to eat. And I'm kind of like mentoring her on working out. And so I started talking about this guy that I see this morning when I go to get gas before 24 Hour Fitness. I love cars, by the way. I'm like a sports car, kind of supercar, kind of crazy, even though I drive a Lexus. I have my dream cars, right? Hey, you guys. Hey, Brian. How are you? So I have this like idea in my head. So I watch this guy, nicely dressed man, having no clue who he is. He's driving like a Porsche, like a 911, I think it was. Well, I know it was because I know my cars. Just a nice car. Anyway, he's putting gas in it, and I noticed, because he's on the opposite side of the pump, right, that he's putting in the premium stuff, which got my brain thinking this morning. So I drive to Starbucks, my usual like little route every morning, right? Hey Dwight, how are you? Daryl King, how are you this evening, not afternoon? Anyway, so I'm telling this story. I'm following this Porsche into Starbucks now. And he gets a like a macchiato, whippy, creamy looking sugary thing because he's in front of me. And I'm like, wow. And I shouldn't, hey Randall, hey babe, how are you? Hey Sherry, how are you? I shouldn't jump to conclusions. It could have been for his wife, his girlfriend, someone in his office. But I thought to myself, we put the most premium fuel into our sports cars, right? Because we want to take good care of the engine. We want to take good care of them. And you kind of know where this story's leading. I'm telling my sister this story. I said, what's so funny? We do not hesitate to pull into a drive-thru and buy some processed food, something quick, because we're on the go. We don't think about our bodies like a sports car. And we should. We should. Hey, Paul, how are you? Hey, Justin, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm telling the story about this guy I saw this morning putting gas in his Porsche. Of course, he's putting premium fuel in there. Oh, I would. Come on now. But he went and got some frou-frou drink. Sorry if he's out there watching. Because I drink my coffee black, boom, like a business person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting all that cream and sugar and stuff in my body because, listen, I need my body to be right. I need my mind to be right. If I'm going to put all of these things that I dream about, that I think about, that I want to do into action, I can't be off my rocker on sugar and everything else that we process. And you have no idea what that ends up doing to your body, right? Hey, how are you, Scott? Okay, so listen, my sister, she's like, but I just can't cut out carbs completely. I don't think that's okay for us to cut out carbs completely. And David, you can chime in because David's also a nurse, so he kind of knows too. Hey, Edward, how are you? But listen, it's like anything else. It's going to be really difficult at first. Like you just kind of have to wean yourself off of all the sugar, all the carbs, all the caffeine all the time because just think about it. Like I tell her, like if I have my grandson or if I have my nephews and nieces here all day, just because your body's craving it doesn't mean you should be eating it. Like just because your body wants an Oreo, you can't have Oreos all day long. I'm not going to feed them Oreos all day long. I wouldn't feel like okay with that, right? I have to take care of their little bodies. Hey, complex carbs, right? So it's like anything else. It's a hard process. If you're used to the fried foods, if you're used to the fatty foods, if you're used to all that sugar, you've got to just kind of say no and be really strong through the beginning while your body is going through some changes, right? I mean, it's hard. It's hard when you're used to your biscuits and your gravy. Trust me, I come from a big Hispanic family. We like our tortillas and we like our gravy and our chiles and our, trust me, our pan dulce, right? Hi, Tim Stroud, how are you? Yes, so I'm trying to tell her, like, just get into the gym, try to get your run in, walk. I mean, you don't have to just jump in hardcore. It could be something like subtle. But the key is be careful what you put in your bodies, people. Like, we have choices. We have choices every day. Jalapenos, you're right, John. Yes, the spicier the better. That's how we roll. So fuel for you. So my sister said, this didn't happen overnight for you. I've watched you kind of transform yourself in 6 years. And she's right. I have not had a soda, any type of carbonate. I used to be addicted. I know Diet Coke's going to kill me for saying that. I used to drink Diet Cokes, Diet Dr. Peppers all day long. I mean, I'm the #1 culprit. I'm guilty. I admit it. You know, it was the most difficult thing to wean. I mean, it's like your body's just used to it. No alcohol. What are you talking about? Like, seriously? I'm stop you dead in your tracks right now. So anyway, what I was saying is be careful with what you put in your body. Like, for me, for instance, like in the morning, she was like, well, what'd you eat this morning? I said I had egg whites and spinach, because you always eat that. It's quick, it's fast, it's healthy. I don't think of it like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat. I think of it as I'm going to fuel myself. Like I put my, what do you think about when you gas up your car? I mean, are you sitting there like, oh, this is so emotionally connected to me and this is so exciting? I'm not. I'm like, boom, credit card, boom, gas, boom, okay, and I'm out of there. I eat like that. At night, like tonight I was home with my son. That's when we have like the nice meals, but I'll fix a nice piece of salmon. I'm in my bar area in my living room, but my kitchen's right there. And that's why I'm pointing that way, because I cook a lot. So I made salmon fillets, spinach, like just some nice sauteed spinach, put the salmon right on top. He's trying to bulk up, so he's my 16-year-old, about to be 17, about to hit the beach this summer, and he's like, I've got to bulk up. So a lot of complex carbs, right? So we do a lot of brown rice. He does a lot of brown rice, and he's a normal kid. He's eating the bananas and the Oreos in his Bluebell ice cream. I'm not saying you have to be a stickler. I'm just saying for she and I, can I say your name, your age, Marissa? Are you watching? The 40 and up group, you know, I look at ice cream and like seriously, right? So be careful. Fuel for you for energy. And I do it because I want to get my run in the morning. Listen, my first appointment this morning, the traffic was horrendous, but let me talk about it for just a second. Mark Smith, if you're out there, Mark and Chris Smith over at the E25 Supercar Club. Whoa. Whoa. I told you I liked cars, right? Hey, Antoine Crosby, you do the window cleaning service, I think? I'm not sure. And I think I saw Rebecca. Rebecca Morrow's a director with me at the Dance Vault. Hey, how are you today? So listen, I got to interview Mark Smith. He is the owner of E25 Supercar Club, Ecurie 25, I hope I'm saying that right. They have 2 locations, one here in Houston and one in New York. Fascinating. Fascinating. Let me tell you what I love about Bubble Talk starting next week. It's not just, it's a talk show format, but it's just not some frivolous show where I just want to get on and have some notoriety, blah, blah, blah. Look, what I'm doing in my research is with all of these successful entrepreneurs, there is a common denominator, people. There is a common thread. It's like the golden ticket, and I am looking for that. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that one thing that makes these people ambitious, that one. And what I found so far, let me tell you my research. He did agree to be on my show. I'm going to hold him to it. I find the common thread is the idea. They have an idea, and Randall talks about it all the time, and they follow through. What Mark's gift was, and he admitted it to me in his interview this morning, what his gift is, he could foresee different business ventures being successful way before their time. That's a gift. Do you know how many people have done the whole fall and rise and made some, I mean, he's not perfect. He did say that there's been some bumps along the road. He's had really successful business and sold them and came into this business about 9 years ago. Fascinating story. And so anyway, it was exciting to hear how someone of his caliber got to where he's at and how his business continues to grow. Hey, I'm down to drive a Maserati. Well, let me not say Maserati because I didn't see one of those in his store. I saw the Ferrari, the California, and I saw, what else did I see? I saw a dark blue with camel interior, and I didn't want to stop and stare and go, but I really wanted to. Beautiful cars. I mean, he had like 4 or 5 cars just in the lobby. Insane. If you ever get out to City Center, stop by at that E25 Supercar Club. Wow. Like seriously, wow. Thank you so much, Mark. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet Chris. Thank you for telling me your story. I mean, when people tell you their process that, you know, just wasn't handed to them in a platter, how the idea was created, the steps they took, the processes they took, it's fascinating, you guys. Like, I was just like enthralled. I walked out of there going, yep, I'm gonna get one of these one day. Because I have an idea, many. I'm executing every day. Hey, sister, I think I might have said your name and your age earlier. Don't be mad at me. And I was telling the story, I was talking about the guy in the Porsche this morning and about how we have to like fight the urge to eat all the bad stuff, get through it so we can eat healthy. Anyway, now I'm telling you about my interview today with Mark Smith over at E25. Wow. Fascinating. I can't tell you all the goodies and all the good stuff because he's going to come on my show and I want him to be able to tell you some really cool content for you entrepreneurs out there, people who are in the business world, marketing. Chris, his son, Smith, does a lot of his marketing, fabulous job. I know they've worked with Randall in the past. And so anyway, it was just an amazing, amazing experience. And I came home driving in from City Center thinking, wow, like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to meet people. I want to network. I mean, the sphere of influence that this guy has from his past business partners, his current business partners, his future endeavors. That's what he was kind of enlightening me about. So I'm not going to tell you all the good, but it's just amazing the people that I get to meet in this whole process of me growing in social media. You guys, let me just start off by thanking you for watching tonight. I know a lot of you don't know me personally. Maybe one day where I'm filming my show, you can come out to the Woodlands and meet me personally. I would love to meet you guys. Listen, thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. I know a lot of you always make these great comments. Thank you so much. Hey, Danielle, how are you? I haven't seen you in a ton of years. So thank you for sharing it and making comments and following me. I really, really appreciate it. So hopefully this wasn't just fuel for your body, but fuel for your mind. One more thing I need to talk about. I don't know if you can see these. Can you see these? These are alkaline orbs that create minerals and antioxidants. These are from Ronnie. He's a flight attendant for years and years for United. A very, very good friend of Randall's. He is obsessed with these. He's actually an investor in Dream Tree Water, which is an alkaline water. He lives in Puerto Rico, but he visits often, and he brought me these. These are alkaline orbs, and they last up to 6 months. So you drop them in your bottled water every day for 6 months. 6 months. Because alkaline water can be expensive. And read the benefits of alkaline water. Whoa, it's like the stretch videos that I sell online. It's insane. It has antioxidants. It processes antioxidant. We all know it's anti-aging, basically, what antioxidants are, right? It's just so healthy for you, so good for you. I first learned about alkaline water when a dear friend of mine's mother was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And she did a lot of research about alkaline water and immediately got her mom on it. And there began for me the whole, you know, I'm a peer, I'm a thinker and an observer. That's where I started this whole obsession with alkaline water. You know, and then I talked to Kylie Wong, former NFL pro football player that owns the Athletic Room, and he was telling me, Tony, you don't really need that. Alkaline water is for people who don't eat right and don't eat the proper vegetables and fruits. So because your body will produce the right pH level when you're eating right, so feel right, get it? Then you don't have to do all this stuff. But sometimes, like today, on the go, I mean, I'm embarrassed to say I had a protein bar for lunch. I shove them in my purse every day, right? I didn't get the lunch that I usually love, but I had a great dinner that I made, you know, salmon tonight. So listen, I do my best. We all do it in all the activities we do. Got some inspectors done, got my listing, just working all the time and grinding all the time. It's really, really hard sometimes to do the food prep, right? So anyway, I appreciate everybody watching today. I'm really, really excited. Mark was very enlightening. He was telling me a little bit about, you know, his life, his personal life, where he lived. We've lived in some of the same places. And so, and about future endeavors in real estate. He was very, very prolific about the future and where he sees this industry going, real estate going. So I'm getting a lot of really exciting information together for you to bring it to you next week for Bubble Talk. So tune in. You guys, tomorrow when you wake up, have a fabulous morning. Eat right, feel for you. If you're gonna put that expensive stuff in your car, you better put some good stuff in your body so you can get through your week. Yes, Danielle, we do need to get together. Okay, listen, that's enough. It's 9:30. I promise tomorrow I'll try to do Facebook Live a little bit earlier and not so late. Starting Cinco de Mayo, that's fun, right? Get in the gym, get that workout before you have any of that margarita and chips and salsa. Thank you, babe. I appreciate it. He's in Chicago visiting his daughter. Hey, Angelina, how are you? Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great night. Peace.